He is here. He is here. He is here. Ooh, ooh, There comes a time that you have to learn how to inspire yourself, give hope to yourself, give joy to yourself, speak to yourself, preach to yourself, lay hands on yourself, bless yourself. You got to learn how to encourage yourself in the Lord, your God. Somebody lift your hands and say, hey.
Jesus is my Easter bunny. My Easter bunny. Jesus is my Easter bunny. Jesus is my Easter bunny. Jesus is my Easter bunny. Jesus is. Jesus is.
Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another edition of Maccabeestv. It's your brother, Priest Danyaahla. And I am sitting here, number one, with the man, my brother from another mother.
Yes,
For those that don't know you, the one person that's been living under a rock, who are you?
Patrick Dill's Master Herbalist.
All praises to the Most High. That's right. That's right. From Grenada. You got to throw that in there, right?
Yes, original Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And to the left, I'm sitting here with my brother, none other than...
Brother Makab from HOI to the Chariots Fly.
All praise to the Most
All
High.
praises.
So I came out here to visit Brother Delves, right? He's in America for a little while, and I brought Makab with me. And Makab has a story to tell about, how he came across Patrick's information. And, he says he shares it a lot, so we want to share it with the audience. So hopefully somebody that's listening, this might be your story, and you also could be motivated as well. So go ahead, Makab.
Absolutely. I ran across your videos back in the day, about 4 years ago. And it was the spirit, because I didn't know I had diabetes. Right? So I went to I was excessively urinating.
Okay.
Excessive.
That's a sign of it.
Yeah. And there was a smell too, And I was like, what's this? Ended up being the sugar that I was smelling.
Yeah.
But I was urinating so much, it was like I was hostage. It was like I timed it every 21 minutes.
Right.
I had to go pee. So I finally got myself up and went to the doctor, and the doctor took my sugar, and it was first off there it couldn't read. It was a clinic.
Right.
They couldn't read it.
One's in machine, I think it's over 500
Yeah.
milligram per deciliter. They don't read it anymore. It just see HI.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
couldn't read it. So they gave me some insulin.
Yeah.
Right, to see if it would bring me down. Waited 15 more minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Couldn't read.
Yeah.
Hit me again. Couldn't read. They said, okay, you can't leave here. You have to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? We can't let you leave. So by the time I got down to the hospital, I went down, and they let me in right away. Usually it's a week. They had the machine that could read. It was 600.
Milligram per deciliter.
Yeah, my sugar was 600. And I know that was a phenomenon because so many doctors kept coming and looking at me like I was some type of special patient, because the doctors are like, we don't know how you're
Surviving.
You're
And
living.
That number, yeah.
At 600, you should be stroking. So they said somehow your body is containing the sugar, but obviously that was the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So they kept me overnight, and they gave me a insulin drip through the night, and it dropped me down to 300. And then they sent me home. But before they sent me home, they were saying that you're gonna have to live with diabetes for the rest of your life. It's one of those diseases that you can live with. You can just take your insulin and this, that, and the third. So they were giving me 2 metformins, right? And 2 shots of insulin.
Insulin, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One at 22 milligrams, I'll never forget, and the other at 42, right? Plus the 2 metformins. I'm supposed to do this every day, right? So I'm like, I'd already been watching the brother's videos and taking notes. You know, like I said, it was the spirit. I didn't know I had it. So, you know, like I tell everybody, this brother tells you everything. He's not like the other brother, Dr. Sabi, where he just gives you a little piece. You know what I'm saying? This brother had explained to me about how the liver works with the pancreas and how it spills into the liver, and when it's too full, it spits back up. So and then it spills into the blood. I remember everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like it was yesterday.
Yes,
but I'm
yes.
saying that's how detailish it was. You know, that a little baby can. And then he started to break down all the things that you need to use. So I took notes. And one thing he says is that a rich man can't make it into heaven. I'm not trying to get rich.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm here to heal my people. And that drew me too. So he said, you can buy from me, or you can go to your local. I happen to go to my local. I went and bought like $100 worth of stuff. I remember my auntie was with me, and she was like, "Wow, you spending so like it would be crazy." And I'm like, "Do you know how much the insulin and stuff's gonna cost?" You know what I'm saying? I said, "I'm gonna spend this here because I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to heal it." And I had, you know, I knew that the Most High was dealing with you, so I went and got your regiment, man, and I followed it to a T, and it was 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks after, I had an appointment. I went to the same doctor that diagnosed me and sent me to the hospital, and it was a Levite sister. And I went in, and she was like, because you could see the darkness on me that I was sick before, but now my skin glowing.
Yeah,
I got my color back
Yes,
because
yes.
it was black.
Yes, yes.
Now I got my color back, and she's like, "Wow, you look great," and I'm losing weight. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, that medicine's really working for you. And I said, "Doc, let me tell you, I ain't take your medicine in 7 days." You know what I'm saying? Because what I was doing at first, I was trying to use some sense, and I was using the insulin, and then 2-3 hours later, I would use the natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want them to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I would take them in integrals, and then I weaned my way off the stuff. I said, I'm going for it, right? And I started to take your stuff. I also used your advice because I listened. You said about the car. You know what I'm saying? How you, if your car's sick, you put it in the shop, you don't use it.
Yes.
You can't drive it, right?
Yes,
so I fasted because to me that meant rest your organs.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So I fasted and I rest my organs, but I kept taking the teas that you were saying, the Woodward and everything, and taking all the supplements, and I was feeding the organs. And then I remember even when after the fast, when I would eat the natural insulin that's in the green beans. See, I studied you. String beans got natural insulin.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So I was eating string beans as snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But anyway, I followed it, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Oh, you look great." And I said, "Well, Doc, I haven't been on your medication." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Well, what are you doing?" Then I started explaining to her everything that you explained to me and what I was taking. And next thing I know, she was taking notes. And she was typing up on the laptop the herbs and stuff that I was telling her. And then I actually told her, I said, "You're a Levite, and you're in the community. You now are charged to tell the people." You know what I'm saying? But my sugar went from 600 to the 90s in a 1 month time.
Wow.
1 month time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And the beauty of that is, right? Because Patrick is very well known in the community, right? So it's 10,000 people trying to reach him at once. He's one man.
Yeah, it's not
The
easy.
beauty of what you did was you watched the video. This is what we tell people all the time. I need to speak to Patrick. You didn't do that. You watched the video and you followed the instructions. You are a perfect example of what everybody needs to be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, praises.
So that was
Praises
beautiful.
to
Because
the
my
Most
life
High.
is not easy, it's very stressful, and there's a lot of calls, and sometimes I can't answer the calls, and people get very offended, but it's not about that. My WhatsApp is about over 5,000 messages on one phone, another 5,000 in the other phone, then I have to go to my website, and then I have to go to my email, and then I have to go to my messenger. So, the brother looked at the video, you all can look at the video. You all don't even have to buy the stuff from my site. You could buy it at the store next to you, and once you follow these principles and these programs, you will see a big difference. It's all about discipline, though.
Yeah.
That's the key. Discipline. You have to have lots of discipline, and when you have discipline, you can fix anything that you have.
Right.
So, brother, thank you, man.
Thank you.
First time meeting you, though, So
Yes, the first time meeting him.
yes.
Since I never
I
met him,
didn't
never
even know
called
that.
him,
Yeah.
never anything. I just looked at his film and followed it. This is how detailed she is.
Yes, sir. Nice meeting
To
you. sir.
where I was explaining to a MD,
Yeah.
what you
Medical
told me.
doctor.
Yes.
That's amazing, man.
You know what I'm saying? And she took notes.
Yeah.
That means she's using it with her family.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to tell you.
Each one teach one.
Yes, yes.
So that I said
All
before,
praises, man.
doctors can learn a lot of things from us, and we can learn lots of things from doctors. It's each one teach one. Not because somebody went to medical school means they know everything. They were only taught, they were programmed that way
Exactly.
to come out and just prescribe a drug for someone and say there's no cure. Because that's what they were taught. So you can't blame them per se, But give God the glory,
All praises to the
Nice
Most
meeting you,
High.
brother.
Nice to meet
Nice
you
to meet you,
again.
brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Patrick, I have one question before we go, real quick, because this is something a lot of our people are suffering with. Talk to us real quick in a short time. What is arthritis? What causes, not Arthur, black people got me saying that, it's arthritis.
Arthritis.
Arthritis, what causes it? And we know it's inflammation.
Yeah.
It's a form of inflammation, but I'm not the herbalist you are. What is arthritis, and what are some good places for people to start to try to get that under control?
Well, as you said, it's inflammation. Anything that ends with ITS is inflammation. So you have arthritis, colitis, mucoscolitis, bursitis. They're all inflammation. And when you have irritation can cause inflammation. You see. So lots of the times, a lot of people feel that arthritis comes with old age. That's false information too. I don't have it, and I'm 66. You see what I'm saying? So, it's when a lot of people eat a lot of salt in the beginning, the young age, lots of acid foods, and especially table salt. Because in our medicine, we said that salt goes down and in, and sugar goes up and out. You see what I'm saying? You have to burn sugar as fuel.
Right.
But so when you burn the sugar, that's okay. Remember that if you don't have a lot of sugar in the brain, you can pass out. Because the body is white, the body will make you pass out and put you horizontal so the sugar will get to the brain. That's how it works, The body is wise. So when you have arthritis, because the salt goes down and into the joints and then start eating up the cartilage long term. If you are consuming more than, let's say, 400 milligrams of sodium per day, but because we are consuming more than 5,000 milligrams of sodium per day, and it is inorganic sodium, not organic sodium. So it stays, it don't come into the plasma, it moves into the joints and cause you to have trouble in the joints long term because it starts irritating the joints, or irritating the cartilage. It causes two other problems. Salt does that too. It causes hardening of the arteries long term, and it can also cause varicose veins. Salt does that. So once you want to get rid of arthritis, you have to, if you want to reverse it, and then again, it's come from injury too. So lots of basketball players get it. Lots of football players get it because they wear and tear their cartilage.
As a chef,
Yes.
standing on my knees
All the time.
and I had 2 surgeries.
Right, and
now
running
I
a lot,
have it.
running on the pavement.
Yes.
Try not to, if you're a jogger, try not to jog on the pavement. Try to jog on the grass, so you don't put that strain on your cartilage. Because when you come down with that movement, it affects the cartilage once you're running on concrete. That's terrible. So those are things that we can prevent, or we can do to prevent arthritis. But it is a form of inflammation that caused from irritation. So once you have arthritis, what we do is, if the cartilage is not gone, because sometimes you have the joint could expand and divide, and when the joint is expand and divide, then the synovial capsules are all messed up, and the fluid comes out. The synovial fluid, that is. When the synovial fluid comes out, it causes inflammation because it's caused swelling around the joints. Now, inflammation is not a bad thing. If the immune system is working properly, the immune system will go around that area to help with that inflammation. So we have plants that we can use that act as anti-inflammatory. You have yucca, you have wood betony, you have turmeric, you have cat's claw, you have things that move the blood like danquit, ginkgo. So once you have arthritis, those are the plants we use to help to move the blood and help to prevent or help the immune system to get rid of the inflammation. If the cartilage is not that damaged, if the cartilage is damaged and you have bone against bone, then we might want to go to the peptides. You know, we might want to go to the matrix, you know, and they will help, you know, the chondroitin and the glucosamine and stuff, because the glucosamine is found in your joints, in the cartilage. Once you can, if it's not that damaged and you don't have bone against bone, then you can go on a program and then you can reverse arthritis if the cartilage is not that damaged. So that is what causes arthritis, and that's how you can repair it. Programs. Yeah.
Oh, praises. We appreciate you, Brother Patrick.
Love to my brother,
I ain't going to hold you too long. Always appreciate the drop of the information, man. So one last thing, just plug your website where people can go and get some of the herbs and so forth and so on. Like, what's your website?
My website is Natural Healing of the Body 75@gmail.com. Natural Healing of the Body 75@gmail.com, and you can get me on.
Well, that's your email. I want to know what your website is.
Oh, the website. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
The website is patrickdelvsHolisticHealing.com. patrickdelvsHolisticHealing.com, and the number is 631-530-2329. I think the numbers are pinned on the website also. Yeah.
That's all praises.
And
Thank you.
we have all our tinctures there, our formulas, and now we are making more formulas now for different conditions, because as we look and see what's going on in our community, in the black community that is, and what the conditions are, we are now making formulas for those conditions, you know.
Well,
so we want to give thanks to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Elder Makab, any last words?
No, thank you again, man.
Thank you
know
for
what
me.
I'm
I appreciate meeting you, my brother, and I didn't even know that. You know, so I want to thank Chris Danyaahla for bringing you over here, so I can meet you, my brother. I love to all this. And keep on the right track, man. Don't come up, don't come up the wild with me.
Shalom, family. What's going on? It's your brother, Priest Danyaahla, representing Lions of Israel. Maccabeestv reminding you, don't you ever under any circumstances skip leg day. You heard? Shalom.